Good morning, it's Kam here with Kam's Mortgage Minute for Friday, January 27th. Okay, so today, what are we going to talk about? Well, I'm going to take up a little more than a minute of your time, and what I want to talk to you about is the recent announcement from Prime Minister Stephen Harper that we are going to be needing some changes in the OAS program. Basically, we're going to have to take a look at how government functions so we have enough money to keep it functioning in the long haul. I guess the first thing I want folks to understand, and I really wish they would change the language, is the word government. At the end of the day, it's the taxpayer. That's right, it's you and me out there that pay for all these wonderful programs that others want or we want or whatever. The bottom line is, without taxpayers, nothing functions. Government is just a collective of a bunch of people who make the decisions of what to do with our money. So let's get the conversation on the right foot to start with. Now, they're talking about reforming the OAS, and what that is the Old Age Security Program. The bottom line is, with our aging population, the anticipation is that we're going to be running out of money. Even in the next 5 years alone, the payouts on that are increasing by over 30%. And they're tripling in the next basically 20 odd years. So at the end of the day, what are we going to be doing? How are we going to support such programs? Well, there's no sacred cows here. Everyone has to be willing to look at what can be done. Now, that may require people to retire a little later. It may require people to chip in a bit more. It may require various things. But we need to have that conversation. So what is the first thing the opposition parties say? They say, oh, no, hell no. Nobody can touch that program. It's a right. Well, folks, guess what? There's no such thing as a right here. At the end of the day, we're all in this together. And if there's no money left to keep the program going, it'll eventually go broke. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there who believe the government will never run out of money, but the government will eventually run out of taxpayers who stop wanting to pay more and more and more. So, what does this mean? It means we're all responsible for our retirement to some degree. If you make poor choices along the way, hey, it's not up to your fellow taxpayer to bail you out. If you've got unfortunate circumstances due to illness or something else, of course, we're a compassionate country. Everybody's there to help. But at the end of the day, if it's your choices that have led you, or your lack of planning for the future or retirement, hey, you know what? It's a tough road. We're all in that. We all have to plan for our retirement. Everybody has to be a part of the solution here. Not only that, but we have a lot of unfunded liability with pensions for government workers. I mean, take the time, find it out. I mean, there is a lot of people retiring and a lot of government liabilities coming up. And we have to pay for that. The rest of us all have to put in money to make this work. So, what it means is we all have to be willing to look at options. And we're all going to have to sacrifice a little along the way. That may mean retiring a little later. It may mean chipping in more. But if we want the programs that all of us keep screaming and demanding, there has to be a price to be paid for those. And that begins with each and every one of us. And that includes those who don't want to chip in or don't want it to change. Anyway, you may disagree with me. It's just my one man's thoughts. I think as a self-employed person, as an entrepreneur, I go facing this every day. There is no guaranteed programs for those of us that are self-employed. We have to make it day by day. And it's something that maybe a few more Canadians need to learn along the way. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Enjoy your weekend. I'm sure Monday we'll still be here. The government will still have money because we'll all keep paying taxes. Goodbye.